Now, you've mentioned cavities. You mentioned also the issue of feeling some pain. And maybe even this pain can come when there's no cavity.
Yeah.
You're just sensitive. Take some cold water and you just have to, stop in the middle. Why are people sensitive?
It depends, again, like I said, yeah? And what you get to see is that besides pain or sensitivity being of dental origin, that is from the teeth, you will have some people with, especially on the lower jaw, where the bone covering the tooth is not too thick.
The bone covering the tooth, especially on the lower,
the jaw, is not too thick. Once you take something cold, of course, the difference in temperature will definitely be transmitted, and that will be picked up. So the interesting thing about teeth is how they perceive different things happening to them. It is just interpreted as pain. All right. So if you are to open up the tooth when you're working on it, and we get to what we call the pulp in the tooth, whatever is alive in the tooth. So the pulp has small blood vessels that nourish this tooth. Once in a while, it gives it some repair properties. So if the cavity is slowly approaching inside, it is able to build some protective layer. Okay, not too fast, but it does. This is what has the small endings of the nerves that now transmit whatever is happening to your brain. It has some cells that help in fighting irritations that are happening. So this pulp that I've talked about is one that will now transmit. So if you touch the tooth, if you apply pressure on the tooth, if there is a difference in temperature, hot or cold, if there is sudden force, all that cannot be perceived as that. It is just interpreted as pain. It's just like when you touch your eye. So the eye and the tooth are generally the same. So if you touch the eye, pain. If you blow, pain. If I poke you, pain. There's no other way of interpreting that.